the summer of 1984, the Keller family moved into a quiet Denver suburb. Just an ordinary neighborhood with friendly faces and calm streets. They believed they were beginning a peaceful new chapter, but they had no idea that something dark was already waiting for them beneath their home. The youngest daughter, Amy, was the first to notice something strange. At night, as she lay in bed, she heard soft whispering, so faint it could be the wind, or someone in the room with her. Lisa, the mother, assumed it was a dream or an overactive imagination, until one night she woke to the sound of slow, deliberate footsteps beneath the floor, precisely at 3:17 a.m. And then, silence. Nark, her husband, went to check the basement the following night, thinking maybe it was the old pipes or a raccoon. He took a flashlight and descended the stairs. But he didn't return for nearly an hour. When he finally came back up, he was shaking. His face was pale. He sat at the kitchen table without speaking a single word until sunrise. Whatever he saw down there, he never told a soul. In the days that followed, strange drafts began to blow through the house. Cold air pushed through sealed vents. The walls seemed to groan at night, as if under pressure. Something was moving, somewhere inside. One night, Amy began sleepwalking. Lisa found her standing barefoot in the basement, in front of the old furnace, whispering into the darkness. Amy couldn't remember going down there. Concerned and desperate, Mark installed a camera in the basement, hoping to catch a wild animal, or maybe prove nothing was there at all. But what they captured was anything but normal. On the third night, the camera recorded something impossible. A figure slowly emerged from behind the furnace, tall, impossibly thin, and crawling. It paused, as if listening, then stared straight at the camera. Its limbs were long and twisted. Its eyes glowed under the night vision. It didn't act human. It didn't even blink. It just watched for hours. The footage was taken to the police. Officers entered the basement the next day and discovered a hidden entrance, an old crawl space behind the furnace that wasn't on any floor plan. Inside, they found a chamber. The walls were covered in layers of insulation. The floor had rusted chains bolted into the concrete. In the corner was a thin, stained mattress. One of the detectives, an old veteran, looked sick. He said he'd seen something like this before. A serial kidnapper who vanished in the 70s. They'd never found where he kept his victims. Forensics confirmed the worst. DNA from at least 3 missing persons was found in the chamber. But there was more. Something even darker. In a dusty corner, they found a reel-to-reel tape recorder, still plugged in, still warm. One of the officers pressed play. What came out was hour after hour of screaming, begging, crying, pleading. The screams weren't decades old. Some were only weeks old, which meant someone or something was still using the chamber. Lisa gathered her children and fled that night. She left everything behind. Mark refused to go. He said he needed answers. He told Lisa he'd be right behind them. He never showed up. The next morning, the police returned. Mark was gone. The lights were on. The front door was locked. And the crawl space sealed shut. From the inside, they found claw marks across the basement floor, deep gouges in the concrete, as if something was dragged, or something tried to crawl away. The city boarded up the home and declared it unsafe. But even after it was condemned, the neighbors reported strange sounds, scraping, whispering, sometimes even screams. After midnight, in the years that followed, the home changed hands 4 times. Each new owner either moved out within weeks or simply disappeared. One tenant was a college student who claimed to see eyes watching him from the vents. He recorded a vlog entry saying, "It watches me sleep." He vanished 3 days later. In 2022, a well-known ghost hunter live-streamed himself exploring the basement. He joked at first, until the connection dropped. The stream ended with a sudden loud crash. Then a whisper, "I never left." Authorities searched the home again. This time, they found the crawl space once more, but it had changed. It was deeper, and whatever had sealed it before was gone. The house was sealed off permanently. But some locals still swear the lights in the basement flicker every few nights. And when they pass by, they hear breathing from underground. The legend has grown. They call it the Denver Basement Demon. Some say it's a spirit of the man who tortured people there. Others think it's something ancient that used him as a vessel. There's a theory that the house itself is cursed, that it chooses people, lures them in, and when it's ready, it swallows them whole. One psychic who visited the area claimed there were voices calling out from beneath the floor, not just one, but many, all screaming the same thing: "Don't open it." To this day, the Keller case remains one of Denver's most disturbing and unsolved mysteries. Mark Keller was never found. Not even a trace. Whatever lived in that basement might still be waiting, listening, watching, and one day it may find a way out.